We're here to talk about getting back into the flow. And I'm just going to kind of let go of the reins for a minute because I just want everyone to sit back and tell me about how you continue the flow in your life. So I'm going to start with you, Jennifer, and let's just talk about the flow.
Yeah, getting back into the flow is so important, Carl. And for me, in order for me to do that, I've had to do it one day at a time. Last year, I lost my grandfather from prostate cancer. The year before, my grandmother from lung cancer. So it's been, a hard couple of years losing two people that I've loved so dear. And so after you encounter such a blow like that, for me, I've just had to take it one day at a time, as I said. Some days you get up and you just do feel down and you do feel sad, but it's moment by moment, day by day, and having that faith that, they're in a better place, they're not hurting anymore, and knowing that I'm going to be okay too, and taking that one step day in, day out, and knowing that there's a brighter day, even though that might not be today. Still looking ahead towards that future, knowing that I'm going to be okay, and just remembering all the love that I shared with them and all the time that we had together has been most important, and has been able to carry me through.
And I guess the way that I see getting back into the flow for myself is realizing that there's only this moment. The past is gone. It's over with. I can't change it. I can't do anything with the past. The future, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So all I can do is focus on this moment and make this the best moment. I love looking back at the past and being able to remember, and I just try to pull out the good things. Because you can sit there and you can pull out all the garbage and just fill your head and your soul and your body and your spirit with all the garbage, and that just brings disease to you. My first spiritual leader said that disease, if you broke the word in half, it was dis-ease. So when you have dis-ease in your body, you allow disease to overcome you. And so I feel like it's very, very important to just be here in this moment, loving this moment, because I always hear people who have 9-to-5 jobs say, I can't wait until Friday, and it's Tuesday. And I say, you're going to wish away Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to get to Friday, and you'll miss all the moments in between. Right. And I'm really trying to catch all the minutes in between. So, Rosemary, let's talk about your flow.
Getting back to the flow, it's not a matter of loss of life. It was my cancer. It really kicks your legs out from under you. It's, what do you mean I have cancer? I can't have cancer. And then you go through all the treatments, and again, it's one day at a time, one step at a time afterwards. I thought, after I finished the treatments and I got my hair back, I thought, oh, it's going to be awesome. Everything is going to be fine. It's going to be just like it was. Only it never really is. It's different. You live with a different perspective. And always, and maybe this is just me, but in the back of your mind, oh my goodness, is that stomach, oh my goodness, is that cancer? I have a headache, So, but you have to have the faith to push on, and you have to be strong, and one step, again, as you said, one step at a time, and knowing, and not necessarily knowing, but hoping and planning for a good future, for things to be good in the future, and it makes you a different person. So I am still trying to get used to this new person I've become.
Well, I can feel where you were coming from with your father, because I had a similar relationship with my father, but mine was good. I didn't have the privilege of growing up with my father, but after I was grown out of the Army, we got together and we really became good friends. And it seemed just as we began to enjoy each other, he was gone. But it was a great relationship while it lasted. The other thing is what Rosemary was saying, I can feel that too, because, after cancer, you're a different person. You don't live the same kind of life. I think you kind of maybe appreciate life a little bit more, but it's different. Um, you know, sometimes I do think about when I get the cramps in my stomach, is the cancer back or is it? And it's not that I'm afraid of it. It's whether I would have the resolve or even the inclination to fight it as hard as I did the first time. And to be very honest with you, Carl, dying has never been a problem with me. I never even thought about it when I had cancer. My problem is that I'm going to get so sick that I'd be a burden to someone. That's my fear. I've always said I never want to be a burden to anybody.
In one of Annie Lennox's songs, she says, "Dying is easy, it's living that scares me to death."
Right.
And really that's the way that it is, because living is the hard part. Being in the moment is the hard part. Rosemary, how did you feel the very first moment when they said you have cancer?
I almost dropped the phone. I was stunned because everyone said to me, "Don't worry, this does not look at all malignant. I don't think you have anything to worry about. We're just going to do this as a routine." And when I found out, it was just, I got weak. It was weak in the knees and my stomach clenched and I got a little nauseated and I thought, this can't be happening to me. It was almost unbelievable. And then, of course, the reality hits you and you think, oh, my goodness, probably a little weeping, gnashing of my teeth. It was difficult. It's a terrible diagnosis. As I said, it really does take your legs out from under you. You just, it's a stunning thing. Cancer is not a word you want to have applied to you ever, or anyone you love. But anyway, it was total disbelief and shock.